are live. We are live and recording. What up, YouTube? It's your boy G11 back with another episode of Homie Talk. I have assembled the crew once again for this episode. We got a couple of different things we're going to cover here. It's been a long 2 weeks since our last episode. So, uh, everyone's introduced themselves. I think the first order of business, right? The big elephant in the room that everyone's been talking about all over the interwebs is that of, give me a sec, porn made OnlyFans a powerhouse. So I'm sure you guys have all been hearing about it this week. Yeah or
Yeah.
nay?
Yeah, I've seen.
Slightly.
I've glanced over it.
That's not really my scene, so
Yeah, I'm not one of the fans.
Oh, you don't support?
uh-uh.
Not
No.
really, to be honest. Why would I need to pay for it when it's fucking free?
Well, hey, you know. Well, is it free though? Discuss that on
everywhere
another
else.
episode.
Yes.
So dig the move though. What's happening is that come October, OnlyFans is banning all like porn from their platform. It's all gone. Yeah, like it's all like come October, they're getting rid of it. So
I seen this little meme yesterday, and it was basically like a McDonald's worker, and the caption was next month. The OnlyFans. The girl's OnlyFans next month, and it's just a dude in a McDonald's hat and serving, all depressed and shit.
Yeah, they gotta get real jobs now.
Yeah,
they do. But quick side note, why you got so many tabs open?
Don't worry about it.
You got so many tabs.
That's all the stuff we're gonna cover. We're gonna get into a couple of those things. But I want to.
But I want to hit on all these secret ones.
But I wanted to hit on this first because this is because that's the biggest thing that's happening. Obviously, a lot of females have been made rich. I wouldn't say wealthy. I would say rich because they got millions of dollars they made for this company. In fact, y'all, I don't know if y'all remember Bad Barbie, right? The Joan from Catch Me Outside. So I don't know if y'all. Danielle Bregoli, she made $1 million in 24 hours on OnlyFans.
What? No, she ain't the only one. What was that other chick? I forgot her name.
Mia Khalifa?
No,
I don't think she is. She's trying to.
I can't remember her name.
There's another one.
Yes, she made $1 million in less than 24 hours.
The actress?
Yeah, I don't know her name though.
Who's the actress?
Starts with a B. I think it's Bella.
Yeah.
Oh, Bella Thorne.
Yeah.
Bella Thorne, really?
Yeah, her. Yeah.
She's the one that got in trouble that last time. She was the first one to get in trouble for that.
Bro, the power of
a quick meal off that shit.
Oh, well, yeah, it's correct. The power of simps is strong, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But so here's a little bit why OnlyFans is pulling away from it. Obviously, at least in the red pill spirit, people have been talking about this for a couple of months. I think actually Kevin Samuels was the first one who mentioned it. That the winter is coming. You know what I'm saying? It was on the Fresh and Fit podcast. He was talking to a couple of OnlyFans models, and he's like, "I hope y'all are saving y'all money because when shit hits the fan, like OnlyFans is not even that old. It's only been out for like a year, right?"
But if it's gonna move to another platform, it's gonna move somewhere else, like somewhere like Patreon or
Well, they have to move to all the actual websites now. Like they have to go to Pornhub and they have to go to like the cam sites and stuff like that. Right. But the problem with those is that those are so saturated with all kinds of stuff. Like unless you're incredibly popular, you're not going to make much money that way.
Porn. I mean, like I said, Patreon, Subscribe Star.
Yeah.
There's one more.
And I don't know.
Wasn't OnlyFans like not even
It wasn't.
Or
It was
it was originally for
created
like
for artists.
exactly.
It was originally for art.
Art.
Yeah. Originally, I follow some artists on there that actually do
Right.
art. Like this guy who makes X-Men attire. Like he draws it himself, and then he'll put it on a jacket, and it'll be like Rogue's jacket, and it'll have Rogue on the back of it. You'll have the red X's and stuff. There's people who do actual content for what it was made for. That's what it was made for, right? So
right.
I don't know when it got snatched into this new realm of things.
This is the pandemic, man. Chicks figured out you can make a quick buck by just taking your clothes off. You feel me?
Hey, you gotta make your money somehow.
Yeah, but the timing of that was just it's impeccable. It
was perfect.
drove them to do. Yeah,
Everybody was at home. Nobody could work. People got to make their money. And I don't knock females that do that. So I got to say that. Like, I mean, that's what you choose to do. Is what you choose to do to make your money. But you got to live with the implications of that too. I was hoping some of them had a plan B. Once your pictures are out there, they're out there forever. There's examples of porn stars that have been in the industry, made millions of dollars, and then years later they regretted doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
those are funny people.
That instance of Mia Khalifa.
Yeah, Mia Khalifa, but she keeps using the same name though. That's her porn name is Mia Khalifa, but she keeps using it, but you don't want to do porn. What's
But
that?
at the same time, that's where she got her notoriety because of.
And then to make the transition over to fucking like being a sports reporter.
She did that.
Yeah.
I think she said she did that for like a month, and then she got off and started doing the OnlyFans thing. And now she does OnlyFans.
And then only made like $400,000 off of it.
No, I think it was like 12. I think it was like 12.
Something like that, whatever. But it wasn't lucrative.
It wasn't.
But
wasn't true.
She got the notoriety though.
Well, dig the move. I wanna go into why they're straying away from it though. So check it out, right? So it says the UK-based content subscription service said Thursday will no longer allow sexually explicit content as of October 1st. And it says decision was taken to comply with requests from its banking and payment providers. So in other words, the big money is like, yo, if you want to continue and you want to grow your business, you can't be associated with this shit. And it uses the example below how MasterCard and Visa, you can't use those for Pornhub anymore. I don't know. I mean, I've never used that on Pornhub, but
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
What does it mean? Is this saying? What does it mean for the MasterCard thing? Like, you can't.
It doesn't accept that form of payment.
Yeah, like you cannot process a payment for Pornhub with a Visa or MasterCard, which are the two biggest credit card companies. I think across the globe, to be honest.
I'm a little
basically
confused. I was just I'm a little confused. So how do people? Because you can buy stuff, can't you, on there, or pay people to do things?
For Pornhub, I think it's like a subscription based thing because they have a premium service. But typically, most people have Visas and MasterCards. You know what I mean? So I think by cutting ties with Pornhub, they cut a lot of their earnings. I don't know. It affects their money flow some kind of way.
The OnlyFans people.
Yeah. Essentially, it's the same deal. But that's one of the biggest reasons why. And we knew this was coming. At the end of the day, now these Jones are gonna have to be like the rest of us and be out there slaving away on the 9 to 5. You feel me? I kind of feel some satisfaction in that. I'm sorry.
I do too. That's why I'm laughing. You know, the time we looked up the hot tub girls or whatever
on
Twitch.
Twitch has hot tubs and pools and beaches.
We were trying to see how many people would come up. That list is huge. They need their own category.
And it's literally
it is they do have their own category now.
Mm-hmm.
They do? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the category: pools, hot tubs, and beaches. Yeah. And it's literally them just sitting there doing nothing and collecting subs and money. It pisses me off because I'm out here busting my ass every day.
I'm telling you,
we have to be creative.
Yeah.
For the government, I'm busting my ass. I'm being pimped out by Uncle Sam. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Right. But that was the most pressing thing I wanted to cover first because I thought it was pretty interesting. The winter is coming for these girls, and I really do hope they had money put away from all the money they were getting because some lifestyles is about to change. So, all right,
more beaches and martinis.
yeah, no more expensive ass Gucci bags and expensive ass
They gonna have
apartments.
to earn their money the hard way, taking random trips to Dubai.
You're gonna have to shake that ass for McDonald's, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get on
just
the
like
grill.
everybody else.
Welcome back to reality. But okay, so I think we thoroughly beat that one up. So the next thing is kind of interesting, lads.
It is. Wait 1 second. Wrote in the comment saying it's crazy. Sex is a big business, and it's crazy. OnlyFans got this far with that.
It is. Well, so that was the other part people were thinking. They're like, okay, once OnlyFans bans all the porn, how are they going to sustain their business? Which I mean, that's a good question.
It won't be at some point. I think it will still be okay because it will be originally what it was intended for artists, content creators, and all that other stuff. But it will lose a vast majority of its income because of it's getting rid of the illicit stuff.
They're bringing in millions and millions of dollars. Okay,
I think the breaker is going to be bigger with that. You can go ahead. I was just thinking out loud.
Well, I'm just thinking. So this is kind of a hot topic as recently, but along the same lines, do y'all think sex work should be legal or not?
I mean, it pretty much is in some states. It pretty much is in some states, like Nevada. There is still legal brothel,
bunny ranches.
That are still in working conditions and up and running.
Yeah, but if a girl were to go out on her own and sell sex for money, she could go to jail for prostitution unless she's like recording a video and then calling it porn. You know what I'm saying? So what? That's my question.
I think it should, and only because of the history of where prostitution comes from. So it started with slavery, obviously, but I'm talking about way back then, like Egypt and all that stuff. But the idea for the U.S., how prostitution got in the U.S., it started with trafficking, human trafficking, and that's the biggest. I know people don't know, but that's how porn stars typically. I'm not saying all of them, but typically, it's standardized for someone who's been humanly trafficked from another country to become a porn star. That's typically what happens. It funnels through the porn industry. I'm not gonna say which ones. You can pick it apart yourself, but that's a fact.
Well, I can say, I mean, I'm 50-50 with it. Like, I'm not against it, but I'm not for it. But I mean, I'm kind of biased. So at the end of the day, like, America's like one of the countries that still sees it as illegal or wrong. But like, Amsterdam has their own fucking brothels everywhere. So it's just like, I feel like, yeah, exactly. I feel like as long as everybody is like, screened and of sound mind, then I really could care less what you do to make your money.
Yeah, individually it doesn't matter, but holistically speaking, when it's a cultural thing, what's happening now, because this is probably hasn't happened yet.
Kitten had a good comment there.
Yeah, if I agree, if we made it legal, then we can have more control over it. Then we can tax it and regulate sexual diseases and babies being born in foster care. That's
exactly
also
what I was just saying.
But it's the exact same thing. If you think about it, it's the exact same thing they're doing with weed now. They legalize it just so they can make money off of it.
Right. Yeah, here's my objectivity to this. If the object is only to make money for it, why not let people do it in the first place? Why make it illegal for so many years first, and then take the same program under government control and re-legalize it and make more money off of it? Because that's all you're going to do. Now that's my issue with it. Is the intent is not to entertain at that point; it's to make money. So if the intent is to make money, why not let people who come up with the idea control it? Why do we have to control it as a government?
Right.
And that's my argument. And that's why I am again. I do think that they should. I mean, they're probably not. We know how this is going to go. They're going to make a big issue out of it. Get two sides going at each other, like what's happening now. The people who want porn versus the ones who don't. And then for that, also driven up, and there's going to be a massive. Y'all remember SOPA, SOPA, when SOPA happened?
No, I don't recall that was.
I don't remember
This
that.
was back in 2012. I was in college at the time. There was some big thing going on with porn where all the world was trying to get rid of porn on the internet. Like you couldn't look it up anymore. And people went ballistic. People were petitioning, they were rioting, they were on the streets. I remember because, like I said, it was just on a college campus. People were actually trying to fight the government for that. They didn't do anything else. But then things like this, like sex, that's why it sells. Because they know that we're going to go ballistic over it if we don't have it. We don't, but they know we're going to go ballistic over it if we don't have it. And that's one of the few things, that and drugs, so weed, right? Those are the two things that they let us fight for, and they give it to us right after we're done fighting. Like, okay, you guys win. You don't really win. They want you to want it so that it can be, what it is now. It's a complete trap.
That's a little bit on a deeper level than I was going with it, but I like your analysis of that. So what do you think the end goal is of like the government with this one? Just to make money essentially?
No, because we do that anyway, really. If you think about it, like I said, sex is one of those things, it's never going to go away. People are going to, because porn exists, it's going to branch off to something else. Like China and Japan are already doing it. The sex robots and stuff, that's, yeah. They digitize it now. Now you can have.
If you think about it, like I don't mean to cut you off, but like in Japan mainly, that I can bring this because I've seen it. And it's vice versa. They'll censor gore in Japan, but
there's porn everywhere.
Yes, but it's vice versa in the United States where gore is everywhere.
Yeah, we love blood and guts,
but not sexual like content and stuff like that on like regular TV. I mean, granted, it's becoming more normalized now, especially like for random shit you see on TV with all the streaming and there's more sexual content.
Yeah, even some of our commercials now.
There's more sexual content and nudity in random TV shows now than it was 5-10 years ago. Like if you wanted to like catch something, you had to be up on HBO in the middle of the night watching that fuzzy channel.
Yeah. I used to try to get the channels going with
like, ooh man, there's a titty.
I was like, 11 years.
I saw something.
Was going crazy. But yeah, to kind of just wrap it up with my point on the whole thing, I think I do think it should be legalized, sex work, kind of for all the reasons y'all stated. We're all consenting adults. If they're okay with it and it's regulated and it's safe for them, I think that'll get a better hold on it. And then also it'll, I think it'll make it easier for dudes who might not want to go out and do all that extra stuff. Maybe they just want to pay for box, so they just go pay for box and they call it a day. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but at the end of the day, it's a bunch of consenting adults doing consensual things there. So, cool. Some good opinions on that one. Okay. Are y'all ready for this next one though?
Yeah, let's go.
Can I say one more thing about it?
Yeah, go for it.
One more thing.
His one more thing turned to like 7.
I swear.
Oh boy, you can't count. You can't count on his fingers. He said.
I was gonna say 6, but yeah, whatever. My mind wouldn't.
The thing with this is, what you were saying, we're consenting adults, right?
Oh yeah, ready to move on. Yeah.
It's consenting adults. I agree with that. I disagree with that, the idea that everybody is.
Sure.
Because now, like I said, it's going to happen. It doesn't matter. They're going to legalize it. But the issue here, we won't see it until it happens, is the implications that start to come up after that. Like, you can make somebody, you know, you're not born a nympho. You become a nymphomaniac, right? It's a learned sexual behavior. You become it over time. Think about people who end up turning into that. You know, they just want sex, they don't want it. But their mind is like, you need to have sex, you need to have sex, you need to have sex. And they end up sleeping with all these different people or robots or whatever. Then you have the stagnation of semen on both sides, the female and the men, from constantly doing that with everybody and everything. I'm not saying you're not supposed to. The object here is you're not supposed to have a sexual release every single day, and I feel like that's what that's going to create. Just because we have the ability to do it doesn't mean that we should. Just because we
A
will
lot
make
of
money
people
off
gonna go broke.
Sure.
Yeah, but, I mean, I do believe it would pull people out. I do think it would monetarily, it would help, but that doesn't mean we should do it. Because this is the same thing they did with the drugs. It's the exact same thing they did with drugs.
Yeah, because there are people who are gonna sit there and constantly abuse it to the point to where they spend all their money and pretty much end up homeless or racking up a huge debt, whatever it may be. They put themselves, but at the end of the day, they made the decision to do that.
Correct.
But the popular decision always wins.